What's approaching the supreme moment, reality striking closer than it seems, don't it? Go ahead.
What's good? So looks like LR BOJACK will be coming to global pretty soon, since the data has been updated for the global database. Now, I'll just cover the stats a little bit, and I'm not 100% on the timing of when it's coming out, but let's go ahead and cover this guy. He does fall into the Resurrected Warrior category, so that's the team setup I'll be using. Looks like HP maxed out is 22,750. Attack will be at 19,765. Defense being at 15,294 at 100%. So obviously this is a private server, so the stats may differ a little bit. But in terms of leader skill, he is an extreme intelligence type lead, plus 4 key, HP attack and defense, plus 100%. Super intelligent type key will also add plus 2 key, HP attack and defense by 70%. In terms of the super attack, he does have 2 variations. The 18 plus key is the Galactic suppression, which will cause mega colossal damage to enemy, and also raises extreme class allies attack by 40% for 1 turn. The Galactic Buster, which is the 12 key super attack, will cause colossal damage to enemy and greatly lowers defense. Let's cover the link skills and passives a little bit. Alright, so for his passive skill, attack and defense will increase by 80%, and depending on how much HP you have, the more HP remaining, the greater the attack boost, with the max being 70%. Alright, and then the flip side of that is additional defense boost by up to 70%, depending on the HP level. So the less in HP, the higher the defense boost, the higher the HP, the higher the attack boost. So it'll be kind of an alternating setup with that. Link skills, he does have big bad bosses. Attack and defense increase by 20% when HP is below 80% or below. Revival adds plus 2 key. Thirst for Conquest will increase attack by 15%. The Hera Clan plus 2 key. Galactic Warriors attack plus 20%. Shattering the Limit will add plus 2 key, and then Legendary Power attack will increase by 5,000 when super attack is launched. Alright, so that's pretty much the brief information about this guy, and you can already tell how heavy he can actually hit. Like I said, this is a Resurrected Warrior category team with the double lead Angel Golden Frieza. Very nice leader skill there. Does add 170% toward attack and defense, so that's kind of why you're seeing the ability to attack very well as defend pretty good also. I do have them linked up with the strength version of Full Power BOJACK, just because they do share a lot of links together. That's kind of why you'll see that throughout. I did bring characters like Metacooler, Demon King Piccolo, Kid Buu. Those all are included because they do add quite a bit toward attack from their passive skills. They also do provide key boost, so it's a little bit easier to get the ultra attack with LR BOJACK. Alright, so we're about to see what the Dokkan mode attack is with this guy. Yeah, so HP is pretty much close to full, so that's kind of why this team category is good. It's a very good defensive-wise category team, and HP typically isn't a problem because a lot of characters in this category can tank pretty well. So he should be getting the 70% additional boost on top of the attack and defense increase of 80%. It's part of his passive. Alright, so with the critical, you're looking at 9.5 million in damage. Obviously, with this private server setting, all the potential levels are maxed out, so there might be some variations as to how high that will be in actuality, but you're looking at something relatively in that realm. So that'll give you an idea of how hard this guy can actually hit at 100% potential. In terms of the actual date for the banner to drop, I'm not 100% on it yet. But since they did update the the passives and whatnot, it's probably going to be definitely within the next 2 weeks. There are a couple of other additions coming out for global sometime soon. Predominantly LR Spirit Bomb Goku, Honey Pan, the Dokkan Awaken for her, and the LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku should be coming out as well. So a lot of activity coming up for global. I know it's kind of dry a little bit for a little while, but things are going to pick up probably. So yeah, 5.6 million in damage. Definitely a very, very high number. I mean, this guy is definitely a heavy hitter. And I remember testing him out when he first came out on JP. It wasn't even close to maxed out. It was more like max SA, and that was about it. But, he was still able to hit for, at least 3 million. So at 100%, he definitely does have quite a bit of an arsenal. I'm kind of curious how he'll do against the Tech Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku right here. Typically, depending on the characters, they hitting for about 1.5 mils considered good, or considered very good actually against this guy. So, what type of advantage? We'll see how LR BOJACK does here. So he was able to hit for about 463,000. I guess he wants to show off a little bit. Alright, so let's see how the LR version does. So yeah, 3.8 million against that guy. What type advantage? Certainly a very, very good output, and kind of signifies the difference in class for this guy. I mean, I'm not overhyping this guy by any means. If you do have the Angel Golden Frieza, I mean, this guy, if you're able to pull him, is a great, great addition for that category. Imagine this guy, LR Broly and LR Majin Vegeta all in one team with the Resurrected Warrior category. That'd be pretty insane. I personally opted not to include those guys on here because I wanted to maximize the damage output with LR BOJACK, since it is his showcase. So contrary to bring in the other LRs, I decided to bring in a bunch of other support type characters. I wouldn't call them support necessarily, but they do provide key boosts as well as attack boosts that will further increase his damage potential. So that's kind of the purpose of this category setup. Yeah, this guy is definitely pretty beastly though, I'm not gonna lie. 3.8 million with the critical right there. I mean, he's consistently hitting or able to hit over 3 million, so it's pretty ridiculous. And yeah, I'm glad things are going to start picking back up for global. I don't really play it. I use it predominantly for kind of a testing environment anyway, but I know a lot of people in global were getting kind of bored, especially after finishing up the Extreme Z Awakening for Super Saiyan 3 Goku. I mean, this guy will make things a lot easier for that event as well, since he does fall into the Resurrected Warrior category. Alright, we're going to switch things up, go to Boss Rush 2, since we just wrapped up 3 just a second ago. Damage output will definitely be higher in this setting because the enemies here tend to be a little bit weaker than the Boss Rush 3. So let's see, yeah, 3 million against the Kaioken Blue Goku there. And we got a bunch of chumps here, so I expect a pretty decent amount of damage output here. Demon King Piccolo does provide, I think, +2 ki and 25% toward attack for all extreme types, so I do like including him on showcase videos just because he's a great support type. And we'll see how this guy does. Yeah, so with the critical, he's hitting close to 8 million damage. That is insane. Alright, so Dokkan mode. Let's see what the deal is. Type advantage against Goku Black. Definitely a weaker enemy here, so he'll probably hit pretty damn hard. Benefiting from links with the Strength BOJACK, and then Metacooler is providing that 30% increase to attack as well as a ki boost. So should be a pretty decent output right here. God damn, 17 million Dokkan mode. I mean, granted, the enemy was pretty much a weakling, but that is very nice to see that kind of output. I mean, especially it's not even a nuke test, really, and he's putting out close to 17 million, so yeah, that's definitely pretty ridiculous. Alright, if he gets a critical here, you know he's going to be able to hit pretty hard against Cell Jr. Although it is a type disadvantage, so unless he hits a critical, you're not going to see anything too crazy. Yeah, so with the critical, 4.5 million in damage, yeah, crazy number. Alright, I guess we'll go ahead and finish it off here against Perfect Cell. So we'll see what his damage output is here, and then hopefully you guys enjoyed the video and got a glimpse of, you know, how powerful this guy actually is on a Resurrected Warrior Category Team. Alright, so for those watching, thanks for checking it out. Hopefully you enjoyed it.